All right, this was an interesting story. We like a feel-good story on the CU podcast. Maybe a resolution will be more the counter to the angry.
I don't know if it's necessarily feel good as much as it is just strange.
I think it's a feel-good story.
It's neat. Yeah.
Okay. A programmer lost a game he made as a kid until someone streamed it on Twitch. Okay. This is a Kotaku article from Heather Alexandra. So his name was Rick Brewster. He was a programmer and author of Paint.net, a free replacement for Microsoft Paint. I had no idea that was a thing, but I guess if you wanted a replacement back in the 90s or whatever, that's a good idea. So at the age of 12 in 94, he made the Golden Flute 4, the Flute of Immortality, a DOS-based...
No, it's not a replacement for that. It's like a current day thing.
Oh, it's a current day thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think they include Paint anymore.
Well, there's not a Microsoft Paint anymore?
I don't think they include Paint or Solitaire anymore.
Sons of bitches.
I could be wrong, but I know that they started pulling that stuff.
Okay. At the age of 12, he made the Golden Flute 4, the Flute of Immortality, which is a great name for a game, a DOS-based RPG inspired by a text venture from 84, an instructional book on how to write adventure games. So he wrote it on a Tandy, which is an IBM clone. And it was a traditional role-playing game. You have a character, get a map, random encounters, you buy supplies, blah, blah, blah. So he said, I made one installable copy onto a 3.5. 720K disc that I packaged and mailed to my cousin on the East Coast, and that's it. So imagine that happens, and then 25 years later, you see it on Twitch being played.
Yeah,
and you're like, what the hell is going on? And that's what happened. So thankfully, I guess he was alerted to this, and then they're able to obviously preserve it. If somehow someone went from his cousin into the world. It's like It's the weirdest thing possible.
So they posit that he had perhaps uploaded it to a BBS or something that had then been like scraped for a big repository. It was on I think they said it was on like Best of Shareware Volume 4 or something like that.
And when you look at the game, it's a competent game. It looks nice.
It looks and it was.
I love how he walks.
It looks like one of those games that I think any 12-year-old makes. Because I used to make a bunch of games using like QBasic or C or even like Click and Play and stuff like that, and all of them were like half-finished ideas. And I think that's kind of what this is. Only it looks a little bit better than that. And
it was played by a streamer was named Macaw, expert at finding old games and strange compilations.
Never watched that person's stream, but someone
right?
But someone I talk to is always like drawing art of their streams, and they seem like they play very, very interesting things. So I would probably check that out.
It looks very influenced by like something like Out of This World. The graphics, it's interesting. There's like an alien with some boobies. He's getting shot with a phaser. It looks great.
So, he was asked if he would release part 2 and 3, and he was like, well, if I can find them, he's like,
does he have the original?
He said they might be on discs back home or something.
How did you not save this? This is fantastic.
So
it's like a, oh, Ian's got the audio.
Yep, there's getting rid of it. But yeah, I think the stuff you're watching on, that you're seeing on the Macaw stream, that's not the same game.
Oh, it's not the same game? Well, what is this stream I'm watching?
That's just stuff that he
streams. He's just going through everything?
Yeah, that's just stuff that he streams. I think it's just...
Oh, here it is. It's at the end, I think.
Yeah, it's at the end. He was just going through a bunch of different games.
Oh, is this one at the end? At like 5 hours in? I think that's it. Yeah, it's at like 5 hours, 20 minutes in. Yeah, because it's CG graphics. There it is. Yeah, go to
CGA.
like... Yeah, CGA. It's 5 hours, like 18 minutes into the stream. Yeah. There it is. Yeah, what was I saying? The other one it was 90s. This is 80s. Oh, it's fantastic. There's a red monster's POW written on it when you hit him. This is fantastic.
Yeah. This is exactly what I would expect of it. This is pretty awesome. It looks like it's using like the draw functions and stuff like that to get the crude graphics.
Oh, there's like a salamander. Red salamander with a sword.
Yep, fighter.
This is awesome.
User, poof, thief. I like the there's an icon where you can choose your hero, and for thief it shows someone's butt and a hand reaching towards the pockets. At 12, that's probably a really good way.
This is damn good.
That's a good way to show thief. But
yeah, he plays it on the stream for only 20 minutes, 15 minutes, just to give you an idea.
But that's bizarre. That would be like one of my younger brother's random platforming games, like popping up out of nowhere again.
Your brother made a random platforming game?
Like I was just saying, my brother and I used to make all sorts of stupid little games.
Do you have them?
No, but I mean, who knows?
Oh, come on, Ian, that'd be great.
If they ever
come on, it's on a disc back home.
No, I kept that. I took care of that stuff for years and years and years, and then at one point I lost all of it. So
It seems like it was. This is Brewster replied via Twitter DM to Kotaku, offering more specifics about the game's discovery. Although his cousin cannot remember uploading the game, it seems to have been collected part of a Cream of the Crop 5 shareware compilation that was put together in '94. So somehow someone stole it and put it on a shareware disc. I'm guessing that happened more often than you'd think.
and then was probably charging $5 for discs that cost $2.50.
$5 for 150, 200 games that you make some money. How about the flea markets used to have them, like '93, '94? It happened all the time. Happened all the time. The version of the game was also found on Fido.net. Asked whether or not we could see the release of Golden Flute 2 and 3, Brewster said yes. I don't see why not. I looked around for it yesterday, but I couldn't find it. The disc may be at my parents' house somewhere. I'll have to ask them. Oh, that's great. Oh, it's fantastic. What a fantastic story. Yeah, I'm sorry. I misidentified it at first. Yeah, it's cute CGA graphics. That ugly red, ugly green, ugly yellow.
It's magenta.
Magenta.
Cyan. Yellow. Magenta.
That's how I used to play Wheel of Fortune with Vanna White shuffling around. Sorry.
Looking very, very pink and fresh.
Yes, with the pink hair. What a feel-good story to send out the year.